Joining me now, I'm pleased to say, Fitzgerald Group Principal, Keith Fitz-Gerald. All right, talk to me. Give me the other side of the coin.
Well, where do you want to start? You know, critics have been screaming about valuation since Palantir was at $6 and I started talking about it. It's now returned thousands of percent. History suggests they're wrong. Do you want to talk about moments in time or do you want to make money over time? Critics forget that PE ratios. Amazon had one of over 1,099. We've had NVIDIA in the hundreds of percent. Both have gone on to be 10 baggers and then some. So if you look at the rule of 40, if you look at the profit margins, if you look at the business, if you look at many of the things he cited, and finally, the last piece of this where I've got a real issue with Mr. Left's analysis is he compares it to companies that aren't even remotely in the same business.
I think the question, though, when I have sort of grown up to look at the fundamentals, why is this a market that has allowed and justified fundamentals like that 160, 190 times when traditionally that feels expensive? This is a market that's accepting of that in this case. Why is that?
Well, there's actually a very good reason for it, and it's not one that's commonly discussed. The accounting regulations dictate that. If you're investing in plow blades and hard equipment, you've got to amortize that stuff, as you know, over long periods of time, in some cases decades. But when you're investing in software, you actually want to see a high PE because all of that information is expensed almost immediately. So it is logical that a company is going to have a high PE and a low current yield when they're investing in technology that comes off the sheet like that. The upside to that is that every dollar coming in through the balance sheet, coming through the revenue, comes in at almost no expense. So you're 90, 80, 85% margins. So it's forward looking. NVIDIA was 65x in 22, I think it was. The actuals came in at 12 in 2025. So the markets are forward looking and they grow into these things, especially PEs and especially because of current accounting regs.
Can Tesla grow into their valuations as well with robotics?
I think so. They've done it before. Tesla's, again, PE ratio was poo-hooed largely pre-2020. It's grown immeasurably since then. I think that you're looking at a whole series of things that people don't yet recognize working together. AI, robotics, energy, data transmission, energy storage, all of these things are being put together in a way that the street does not yet understand. I think that stock also doubles within the next 5 years and then some.
You know what's funny? Sticking with tech, Walmart recently in the NASDAQ, not traditionally a tech company, but one that is increasingly viewed at that with its e-commerce business. Do you like it and why?
Oh, I absolutely do. And I've been screaming about this for a long time, many times to deaf ears. You know, if you're talking about tech, you're talking about making every element of the purchasing chain, front of house, and the backside of the house more efficient. That's going to result in higher margins. So to me, it is an AI tech company that happens to be in the retail business. That's a direct flip from the Walmart that we all grew up with.
Keith Fitz-Gerald, love having you on the program and love the optimism. Have a great weekend.